Taylor Swift was at 8 of Travis Kelce's games but not on his podcast. This time it's possible the pop superstar will appear on their New Heights podcast this week as they reveal a special episode about the family. Family, with Kylie, Donna, Taylor Swift fans have been put on red alert after Travis and Jason Kelce introduced a special, family edition of their New Heights podcast, sparking hopes that she could make an appearance first time on the show. The Kelce brothers released a Christmas episode on Wednesday morning in which they teased a holiday extravaganza coming up on Friday, with lots of special guests, revealing the news. Travis said, "We have a guest episode coming soon. For the 92% of you who have been so loyal and tuned in every week and as fans of the Kelce family, I have a year-end Kelce family vacation. It will take place this Friday. There will be a revolving door of Kelce family members coming to speak with us, and we can't wait to share it with you this Friday. It's going to be so much fun, we haven't even recorded it yet. It will be fun, it always is." Then Jason added, "We will ask family members some of the questions you submitted." The big reveal has sparked speculation that Travis' famous girlfriend Taylor Swift could make an appearance after spending Christmas Day with her family at the Chiefs star's $6 million mansion. Taylor flew in from Nashville early Christmas morning and saw her 8th game of the season, but Travis and co fell to the Raiders. The "I Knew You Were Trouble" hitmaker has now suffered 3 flops in her last 4 appearances, but their romance shows no signs of slowing down after their first Christmas together. Monday's match also marked the first time she brought both her parents to the game, with Scott Swift pictured sitting next to Travis' dad Ed in the VIP room. Travis and Taylor were later photographed leaving the stadium together after the game, and she is also expected to attend the New Year's Eve game against the Bengals on Sunday. The Chiefs then close out the regular season in LA with a game against the Chargers, before moving on to the playoffs, where they hope to make another Super Bowl, having hoisted the Lombardi Trophy last season. Meanwhile, Taylor is enjoying some time off from her sold-out Eras tour, with the next leg set to continue in Tokyo in early February. Recently, Taylor Swift released the re-recorded album 1989, Taylor's Version, on online music platforms. This is the female singer's 4th re-recorded album after Fearless, Taylor's Version, Red, Taylor's Version, and Speak Now, Taylor's Version. According to Mirror, after its release, 1989, Taylor's Version, immediately became the focus of attention of the music-loving community, quickly taking down both of the world's leading online music websites, Spotify and Apple Music. In particular, on Spotify, the album 1989, Taylor's Version, received 176 million streams globally on the first day. This is the highest number in 2023 and the second highest of all time. In the top 10 albums with the highest first-day streams of all time on Spotify. Topping the chart is another album by Taylor Swift, Midnights, with 185.6 million streams. 1989, Taylor's Version, in addition to having a typical pop music quality, also has 5 previously unreleased songs by Taylor Swift appearing on the album. Many old songs were remixed to bring excitement to the audience. Previously, at the time of its release in 2014, the original album 1989 was the only Taylor Swift product to be on the list of 500 best albums voted by Rolling Stone magazine. The magazine calls the album the rebirth of the female singer, as she shakes off the sadness of heartbreak to bring fresh emotions. In addition, the album is also considered a turning point in Taylor's singing career because she said goodbye to country music to switch to pop. Taylor Swift's latest album Speak Now, Taylor's Version, is currently in the top position of Billboard. This album ranked number 1 in both online and LP releases of the year. This is the pop queen's 12th album to top the Billboard chart. Taylor Swift, 33 years old, has surpassed Barbra Streisand to win the position of female artist with the most top 1 albums, according to Billboard. For male artists, Jay-Z and the Beatles both have more than a dozen albums ranked top 1 on Billboard. Swift is also the first living artist in nearly 60 years to have 4 albums in the Billboard Top 10 at the same time. These albums include Speak Now, Taylor's Version, Midnights, Lover and Folklore. Also according to Billboard, Taylor Swift is also the first living artist to have 11 albums in the top 200 at the same time. Swift's record achievement at this time is partly due to the fact that she performed many of her greatest hits during the tour. Stadium show called Eras. Taylor Swift's series of performances at large stadiums will last 106 days, starting in March and ending in August 2024. Swift's appeal could make Eras the first billion-dollar tour. The album Speak Now was released in 2010, but Swift later reclaimed the recording rights and affirmed that she would re-record her first 6 albums to control the music after copyright disputes. To date, Swift has re-recorded the albums Speak Now, Fearless and Red. In October 2022, Swift became the first artist to simultaneously occupy all 10 positions on the Billboard Hot 100 Songs chart, 100 Most Popular Songs of the Week, after releasing the studio album Midnights. It's been a year for Taylor Swift. So much so that the Wall Street Journal's Peggy Noonan says Taylor Swift should be named Person of the Year. That seems about right. There's the record-setting concert tour, the high-profile Romance, an Artist of the Year title from Apple Music, and the blockbuster concert film of her tour that is setting box office records of its own. I do not know how she finds time to do it all, but along the way she also re-recorded and released 2 of her previous albums, including her most popular album ever, 1989, which set even more records. Then, on Monday, Swift announced that her concert movie will be available for rent on streaming services starting December 13th, which happens to be her birthday. Watching this entire thing play out, it's clear that Swift has executed a master-level marketing strategy. First, she sold out stadiums around the world. Then, when she finished her US leg of the tour, she released a concert film in theaters. Finally, now that most of her fans have paid money for a ticket to the live concert, and now again for the movie version, she's making the whole thing available to rent on streaming services like Apple TV and Amazon Prime Video. That last move might be the savviest move I've seen yet. Seriously, is there another content creator on the planet that could get fans to pay for basically the same concert 3 different times? I know there are plenty of bands that have an extremely loyal following of fans, but not at this scale. It's also worth mentioning that Swift is giving her fans an extra reason to pay to rent the streaming version, which she says will contain 3 songs from the tour that didn't make the edited film version. To be clear, I'm not knocking Swift at all. This entire thing has been a masterclass in knowing your audience and giving them exactly what they want. It just so happens that the thing her fans want very much is to give her lots of money for more of her concert tour. I think there's also something remarkable about the fact that Swift picked her own birthday to release the film on streaming. Swift is nothing if not intentional about cultivating her own narrative, and releasing the movie to fans on her own birthday is the perfect next chapter of this fairy tale. Obviously, this was inevitable. It would be ridiculous not to release the concert on streaming services. The only question was when. Now we know the answer. Still, there's a really simple lesson here: thinking about your fans is good for business. Few brands are more in touch with, or protective of, their fans than Swift is. Those fans repay her not just with loyalty, but also with their cash. That's why this might be the savviest business move I've seen yet. Taylor Swift has a surprise for fans. To celebrate being named Spotify's top global artist of 2023, Swift released a beloved song on streaming services, finally allowing fans who missed May's limited release to listen. The anti-hero singer announced the release on Instagram. Writing, "Getting named Spotify's global top artist in 2023 is truly the best birthday/holiday gift you could have given me. You're Losing Me" was first available exclusively on the CD for a special edition of her Grammy-nominated 2022 record Midnights, with 2 new artist features. The deluxe album, Midnights, Till Dawn, dropped in May before her Eras tour concert in New Jersey. Just the song's title, "You're Losing Me," sent fans spiraling. The name alone suggested it would be a breakup song, which many think is inspired by Alwyn. Swift described it as a vault song for midnights, meaning it was an unreleased track from the album's writing session. The singer is known for her devastating lyrics about heartbreak. From Dear John, which many, including Taylor Lautner, think chronicles her breakup with John Mayer, and All Too Well, tied to Jake Gyllenhaal.